with the silver and black vibes.
Raider Nation, it's your boy MC Raider along with my co-host Cheeto Linus. I don't want to talk about the Raiders today, so we are going to talk Dodger baseball.
Let's go, Dodgers.
No. Raider Nation, fuck, I don't know how to even start today's podcast. I've been dragging all morning, and fuck, I've been dragging for a couple days now, and we lost to the Rams 20-15.
20-15, bro.
20-15. Cheeto Linus, you experienced the whole game. You watched it and everything. I really didn't. So just give me your thoughts and expectation. Just start with the tailgate.
Well,
because I think the Rams, they're starting to get more fan base now, man. Just
Yeah.
being honest.
Yeah.
Now I first started, so how'd you experience that?
I mean, the tailgate was cool. It's always a good time in SoFi. Either the pink lot has its two sides. Definitely a lot more Rams fans than there were Chargers, and they do have their following. They really do, and they were cool. So it's not like a lot of shit talking. Of course, we have our side. We do our thing. But, I mean, I had fun out there. Always have fun out there. We always see the same people, the Wrecking Crew, the Ooses, I got to see Joe and other people that were out there. So it was cool to run into everybody.
Yeah, I was there shortly at the tailgate. I wanted a vlog. Obviously, I was dealing with some shit. It's kind of fucked up when your own people screw you over with
God, man.
with tickets and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's in the past. We just move forward now. And look, last show we had, I said if we lose this game, it is fucking over, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been an embarrassment. It's embarrassing. Not being a Raider fan, don't come these fucking weak ass fools that jump on the internet to talk shit.
Oh,
I'm a Raider fan no matter what. We win, lose, or tie. We should just say lose. Don't fucking say win.
Just say lose or tie,
Yeah,
Raider Nation
yeah.
until we die.
But it is what it is, man. It's just it's becoming, before when I say a regular fan, it was me when there's no MC Raider, where there
Right.
was just a typical Raider fan, watch Raider games, and it was fuck. It used to hurt back then. Now where you become somewhat of the social media influencer,
you get invested more in
whatever,
it, yeah.
invest more time on the games, rep the Raiders big time. My fucking name is MC Raider, and shit, just call me MC now. You know what I mean? What I'm just trying to say is now it hurts even more.
Yeah.
The production of our team that's putting out there. I don't know what's going on, and we cannot fucking win at SoFi, bro.
No, it's hard, and I thought we came out good, and then once Aiden got hurt, I was like, oh shit, here we go. Once Aiden got hurt, I was like, damn, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad because as it is, we struggle with no identity. So when O'Connell was in there, he started off pretty good, and we were moving the ball like always. But my whole thing is we always start good. Can we finish? And then once he got hurt, and Minshew came in, started doing the super turnovers, and you see them scoring off of these turnovers. It's like, here we fucking go again.
Yeah.
And I remembered exactly what you said. If we lose this game, it's pretty much over. And I was like, no, it's too early in the season, but I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably the first time leaving that stadium that I felt it's a wrap. This season is a wrap. Like, I don't know where we go.
Yeah.
And then Aiden got hurt. He's going to be gone for at least a month with a broken thumb.
Yeah.
So it's
I
all bad.
just felt like when we lost to the Steelers, something inside of me, I was like, okay, this is over with. But there was just that little spark of hope, knowing that you're playing the fucking Rams, who were also playing like shit. Hasn't won. They don't have all their weapons. They've been struggling. So I just figured there's a chance that we could beat the Rams and put it in a position to like motivate this team to go out there and play strong at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back on track little by little. So obviously that didn't happen. We lose to the Rams, and we got the Kansas City Chiefs next, bro. So I don't even want to talk about that game. Let's get into it. Look, I'm going to be dead honest. In Raider Nation, I was not even really paying attention to this fucking game after the whole Minshew shit changed and the way they were moving the ball. That running game is just fucking bullshit.
It's horrible.
Over and over and over, and it was like nothing's changing. It's so predictable. There's place where you could do a strong fucking prevent, like to protect your quarterback and just go all out and try to throw the ball when you're in that fucking red zone. I think we were like, it was 1st and 10 in the third yard line, bro.
Yeah. And then we got a stupid penalty.
It's so
backed us up. Yeah.
I want to talk to you first. I don't know what to start, G. Our offensive line, do you blame part of that?
You know what? I think the offensive line has gotten better. It has. You look at how they started that first game. It was horrible. It wasn't like they were out there. Like they didn't have time. They had time. A lot of the problem has been with our offense in the red zone. We were there twice. We field goals. We scored 5 field goals this game, bro. That's crazy.
But I honestly feel like every team that we're playing, like they're sending the pressure to the quarterback because our quarterbacks are fucking shit.
Yeah, because we don't have anything that they have to be afraid of.
As much as I think I'm blaming our offensive line, they're getting blitzed, they're getting attacked. Minshew or Aiden O'Connell, as soon as they hike the ball, if their ball is not out of their hands, and within 2 seconds, maybe 3, you're gonna be running for your life.
And typically that's how it is in the NFL. You only get 2, 3, then you gotta throw that ball.
Yeah,
with
but
us,
other quarterbacks extend the plays.
And that's what they don't do.
We don't have that.
And when Minshew does, he makes stupid decisions when he extends the damn play.
God.
Like that one where he was running and he threw it when he was running out of bounds. Like, what the hell are you doing?
It makes no sense, man.
I think that's what kills us the most. And then right now, who else do we have to throw to other than Brock Bowers? He's the only one. Tay's gone. Myers is hurt. He didn't play. Our receivers are like our height, and they're out there running around. They can't get open.
Yeah, no.
It was all bad.
Jacoby Myers needs to step it up. Did he play yesterday?
No, he was out.
Yeah, he was out, right? I just want to clarify that shit. So for him coming back, but now we have to look forward until let's be honest, bro. Are we thinking are we still gonna make the playoffs this year?
Oh God, no, nah. In my mind, honestly, this morning I'm like, we're in evaluation mode, dog, and that means everybody, from the coach. And as much as I love AP, like it's time to start evaluating what we're gonna do because it's him. Getsy, they moved them up to the booth. I didn't see much different in the offense. We still don't know what we're going to do. We still look lost out there.
It's a predictable offensive.
It's so predictable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I wish I could have hopefully leave your comments here, guys. I want to read what do you guys think. But as us looking out, looking in, it's fucking... Like, there's nothing changes with this team, bro.
No.
We've had maybe 500 coaches in the last 40 years. You know what I mean? It's just, I was just telling this to some of my friends how, you have to have a core and you have to fucking see us Raider fans, shit like this, we're like, fucking fire everyone.
Right.
Fucking
and
fire.
you can't do that.
And that's the way we've been. That's the way we've been as Raider fans. And then it gets so much to Mark Davis that it just happens. We need to stick with a core and fight through these tough times and find a way to get chemistry and find a way to work together and grow up as a team. You see the Mahomes of the world with Andy Reid, they've been there together and they haven't gone anywhere. I mean, when he got here to the Chiefs, they were a mediocre team. They were not fucking winning all the time,
Yeah, they were barely making the playoffs. Barely missing. Yeah,
you stick with your team. Now, if we're trying to get rid of already Getsy and get everything, when does it happen? How long do you allow it? That's the other problem. I would have pulled the trigger on Getsy after the Panthers game, bro.
Oh, to fire him?
It's 3 games in. Fuck this shit. This shit's not who allows this? Now you're already 7 games in?
Yeah, 7. We're 2-5.
So, I mean, you want to do something, you need to make some type of changes, man. Because that's if you're expecting to make some noise or try to do something. Because if not, I mean, what are you showing us? You're going to tank.
And that's the hard part. That's the limbo we're in. Because if you look at now, we're 2-5. We're not making the damn playoffs, bro. That's gone. That's gone. Especially if Minshew's going to be the quarterback leading us for the next 4 to 6 weeks. That's not going to happen. But we can't, how you said, I get it. I get frustrated because let's fire the coach. Let's fire this one. We've been doing it so long. You need to have some consistency. Yeah. How many first-year coaches honestly come out and kill it and go to the Super Bowl? None. So is it false expectations for us to have? Yeah, because we're tired of losing. We want to win. Based on what he gave us last year, he gave us that hope that maybe we can do. But the problem was he didn't have the team for it. The thing with me now, I think, is this is where all those failed drafts is catching up to us. We have no depth. Somebody gets hurt, and it dismantles your whole season. Look at what happens with our defense.
Next
Kuntz
man
got
up.
hurt.
Bullshit.
Wilkins. It's cool to be next man up, but when you got a bunch of pussies behind them,
Yeah.
it don't matter who the next man up is, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have the next man to move up, and we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to give them time to bring in those players.
Yeah.
If you look at it right now, we have 21 free agents, bro. 21. Out of those 21, I only see 4 or 5 that we should keep.
And this is why the experts' analysis are always right.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We're so pissed off when they see us. Remember, I keep bringing this up. Like, they'll put our whole fucking schedule.
You see all
this
these
allows,
outs.
This allows, this allows. I'm like, man, fuck you. We're going to win that game.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Uh-huh.
And it's just goes to show why they're experts on that. But what I was going to say, the whole SoFi situation, man, I don't know the curse and all this other stuff, but it's just like, do we get someone? I think the Raiders are just so hyped to come here, and they just
And then
get
they
all the time
Take a shit when they get here.
Yeah, I didn't see, like, I had to go back and because I didn't see the whole fourth quarter. I didn't see the
No?
third quarter.
Yeah.
Second quarter was like, whatever. This shit's a wrap. It was
Yeah.
just there's nothing, but I want to say that our defense. I started hearing already comments how our defense sucks and our defense that. We're not giving these fuckers times to rest.
No. Mm-hmm.
They do a good. We got a fucking pick, bro, and we got a field goal out of that shit. You know what I mean? And I called that shit. I said, bro, check them out. All this bullshit just for a field goal. And
You said that?
yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it was just a lucky fucking play call, but
Mm-hmm.
they go out. And then we were 3 and out, and
Yeah.
here comes the defense again. I mean, at one point, you're fucking tired, man.
If you blame this loss on the defense, I don't know what game you were watching. The only way the Rams scored was off those turnovers. The fumble, they ran that shit back. When they finally did score and got it in there, it was because another turnover in there. Our defense did what they could. These dudes got into the red zone twice, came out with 6. We kicked 5 field goals this game. This is all on the offense and no production.
Yeah,
we
no.
we should have won this fucking game.
Yeah.
This was the one that I was like, this is it. Even at the end, when I was like, oh, we got the ball back, we have time. But in my mind, I'm like, we haven't done shit all day. What makes me think that at the last play, this offense is gonna finally make some kind of play or make a deep pass or something like that, Even the way Minshew was throwing, which is horrible, bro. Like I know I was supporting him because that's who they chose. But if that's who we're gonna have to be going with moving forward, I don't even want to watch the Kansas City game if it's going to be like that, because they're going to smash us if Minshew goes out there and plays the way he's been playing. And at this point, like, I'd rather see the kid Carter Bradley, like, activate that dude, let him come in here, see what he can do, because we know what Minshew's been doing. He hasn't showed us that he can move this offense or whatever you want to call this so-called offense. So if we're going to make a change, then do that. Bring in the kid. Give him some action. Give him some burn. I'm not saying he's going to come in here and light it up, like Mahomes or anything. Yeah. But at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's just I'm lost for words, bro. I just I've been breaking my head all night, also thinking about obviously our show here and talking about this whole Raiders thing. But I just can't believe how we're allowing all this stuff to happen, and I don't even know who to blame just from looking out. And then the thing is that we record our show before the presser today, and we don't know what happens after. So we don't. Mm-hmm. So we don't know if don't take a break right now. We don't even know. We don't even know what.
Yeah, we don't know if something will come up between now and.
But if you have to just put your finger on someone, who would you do it?
Oh man, honestly, because he's the coach, I would say AP, but not to a point where you have to fire him. Because if you think about it, last year, the reason why we liked them because we were so disciplined. We didn't do all these stupid penalties. We were like, oh, shit, we're not leading the league in penalties. And this year, what happened to that discipline? It's not there. So either he needs to hold his coaches more accountable so that he can get this stuff done, because that's what's causing us these games, the turnovers and the stupid penalties. Right. Granted, we don't have an offense. We don't. But we're also losing games because of the penalties. And we're not good enough to overcome that. Yeah. So, and because he's the coach, it falls on him. Now, I'm not saying fire him, but it may not be in the presser, but behind closed doors, you need to put a fire under your coach's ass.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you're not getting it done. If you're not going to get it done, then we need to move on. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same way he pressed the players about business decisions, it's time to press your coaching staff too.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're not going to last here.
I don't know if some of these players already gave up on him.
You think so?
You know, he came out with JT the Brick saying that, oh, you're going to see a Raider team that's going to come out
Motivated.
I apologize for not saying another time or some shit. Did you see
I
that?
saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw.
So, I mean, I saw that and shit, I didn't see none of that.
I saw it on the defense. And then when Madison ran a couple of times, I saw it. But it was like, I hate to say it, but when Minshew came out and started throwing those stupid passes, it just killed any type of momentum we could try and start building.
I mean, at this point, try the other kid we have, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That guy
Carter
is
Bradley,
good,
bring
man.
that fool in.
I mean,
and I've been preaching that kid since the preseason, bro.
Yeah, you see? So, and that's not going to happen.
It's
huh?
not. It's not. I don't know where they're going to be at. But at this point, that's what they need to evaluate. Like, where are we?
Well, if Minshew gets fucking hit, it is going to happen.
If he gets, yeah.
Because he's out for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, Hayden's out for at least a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck up Minshew.
Hey, Chris Jones, do me a favor. Knock out Minshew, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want nobody to get hurt. But
yeah. I mean, I really just want to have. I mean, we're here to talk about yesterday's bullshit game, but I really would just want to pass over that game. I'm really done with it. I just seen the whole debacle with the quarterback situation. Minshew is it's not gonna work. I don't know what's up. When he played with the Jaguars and the Colts, he had his moments, and I don't know what's the difference or what is happening. It's just I don't see him motivated, and I blame the coaches for not having a quarterback ready to go during training camp. Like you wait till the last minute, and you're like, "What the fuck am I?" You know what I mean? And then that will happen if you would have been named starter. You're the starting quarterback since the get go, not this competition bullshit. You can't have control as a leader of your team.
that's a good point.
You're not gonna have control. So when you're there on training camp and like, okay, who's the fucking our starting quarterback? These players don't fucking have. You can't have that leadership. That fucking like, I'm the guy. Fucking, and you can't have that.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
And
we would have
then
named them from the beginning.
like the days before the fucking or a week before.
It was right after the last preseason
Yeah.
game.
Then
Remember?
you name your starting quarterbacks. You're like, okay, but at that time, either not Aiden or Minshew, you still don't have. You don't have that core, that group. Say you're the captain. This is my team. They don't have that.
Right.
You have to gain that to start the being. So that shit's not gonna work. And then Minshew had never been a starting quarterback like that. Ever. So that fucks it all up. Then he does mistakes, and then you take him out. How are you gonna feel? So as a human, as like your feelings, they're gonna be fucked.
Right.
You know, you go to the bench, and
Your
like,
confidence
fuck, yeah, your
shocked,
confidence.
yeah.
Then Aiden O'Connell goes in there, and it's like, okay, I got to clean up this fucking mess. And at that time, the fucking offense is all bullshit. You know what I mean? Davante Adams wants to
Your
leave.
receivers are gone.
He goes in, so it's like, that's I blame all that shit on the coaches, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, this guy Minshew comes in here and gets like what, 25 million or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he got 25 for 2 years. Yeah.
So obviously,
15, something like that,
he's supposed to be the starter. He gets all this fucking money, and then you go in there and like, oh well, we're not sure if you're going to be the starting quarterback. that right there. As much as I hate to admit it, but the quarterback is the biggest piece of your team.
The quarterback is huge, and your offensive coordinator is huge because that's who develops your quarterback. And I think you going back to like that's where we messed up. That's where we messed up, letting Cliff Kingsbury walk and go to Washington because we didn't want to add another year to his contract. Like losing him, that's who AP wanted. When you're a defensive-minded coach, you need to have a really good offensive coordinator. When we got Getsy, I was like, what? Why? The dude from Chicago? But it was like, no, relax, because that's Devontae's boy. Devontae knows what he's going to do with him. And then you go back to what you were saying. Now you need the quarterback to go with that. And we never had that. We thought we did. You know, a lot of us liked Aiden because of what he did last year. And then there were some of us that were on the Minshew train, right? Give him a shot. This dude's cool. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, we're going to be all right. We're going to go with Minshew Mania. Yeah. And that didn't work. So then now we're stuck 7 games in. We don't know what the hell we're going to do now.
Yeah. Well, we got the Kansas City Chiefs coming to Allegiant Stadium next weekend, and they just they just came off a big win against the San Francisco 49ers.
Did they? I didn't even see if they won, or I
they-
didn't want to look.
They beat the 49ers.
Did they beat them bad?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. I think that they won over double digits for sure.
Oh damn!
You have Patrick Mahomes fucking running. You haven't seen the
No, I haven't
yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, there's one occasion where he ran and he went by the sideline, and then the Niners defense thought he was gonna go out of bounds, so they just stopped running and he just kept fucking going. Like, he was just toying them. And there's another one where they're at the red zone and he runs it in and he literally knocks another player out from defense. Mahomes
Does it?
Yeah, he just motherfucker looked like a monster out there.
Let's see.
So, I mean, two things could happen. Either we get our ass blown out the water on Sunday against the Chiefs, or the Chiefs come in thinking, "Oh fuck, it's the Raiders."
They'll walk over these dudes, yeah,
and they lose that game, and that's the game that the Raiders will win.
and that'll happen. You think about the years when we really sucked even worse, won like 2-3 games a year. One of those wins was usually against Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the rain.
In the rain. Yeah, I remember that one in the
Yeah.
rain. Yeah. So I mean, anything could happen, division rivals. But I'm sure they remember Christmas, all that shit we've been talking since then, and they've never lost at Allegiant.
Yeah.
So
And I'm sure that Antonio Pierce is going to remind that to everyone in the locker room to show these motherfuckers that wasn't a fluke.
right,
You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? So you get both sides of the
You
coin.
get both sides.
So
I mean, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go to Vegas. I won't. I won't. I mean, who knows? You know me. I might book a flight last minute, but I probably won't go. I'll watch it, with the fam. My fam's Chiefs fan, so it'll be a big old thing.
I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go to another Raider game.
And then that one, if anything, that one's gonna be flooded with Kansas City fans again.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to go to another game.
No, you're done going to the games.
Yeah, man. I mean, I go to support my team or whatever, but like I said, it's just
it's a lot.
It's a lot, man. Especially come out and losing like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yesterday we lost 5 points, but it felt like we got our ass whooped.
I think because we really felt we could win this game and the way we lost.
Yeah.
I always say I don't mind losing, but it's the way we look when we lose. And that's what I hated about yesterday, all those turnovers.
Yeah.
Because it makes us look like a shitty, horrible team that way.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like coming out with.
Yeah, so Raiders, if some miraculous shit happens on next week and they beat the Chiefs, it's so stupid. I still think we're gonna win. But that we'll be 3-5.
Yeah, if we beat them, we'll be 3-5. Yeah.
We have the Chiefs and the Bengals next.
Yeah, the Chiefs and then the Bengals. And the Bengals can score. They have an offense. Those dudes be putting up points. And that's the one thing we can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be 3, 4, and they're gonna buy. Yeah, man, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It's not.
Good,
And that's why
man.
I'm like, I'm still gonna, and like I get you're saying there's gonna be people that are watching, oh, you guys are giving up. I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna support my team, always gonna be wearing the gear, rocking the gear. But it gets to a point where you're like, enough is enough.
I'm not giving up. Am I gonna watch every fucking game? Yes. I'm gonna be watching the Raiders, and I'm gonna fucking want them to win. And like I said, I made a video Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was like, fuck this. And then Thursday, Friday, you start believing again. Fuck, we can probably win.
We get this.
Pendejo,
You get that little bit of hope.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be watching every game, thinking we're gonna win, and hopefully we do something. But when you talk about reality, man, it's just it's
Yeah, it hits. It hits after losses like that.
Yeah.
The last two that we've had.
Yeah.
Because you think about how we lost to the Steelers the same way, super turnovers.
Yep. Well, it's gonna be good whenever the fucking Raiders are starting to be a threat.
Soon, hopefully.
Well, imagine we would have kept Jack Del Rio.
Man, I liked it. I liked that team, and that was with
Yeah.
Carr. He had Jack. The problem with Jack, though, was when he let go of the offensive coordinator, and he got somebody else, and then that affected them.
Yeah.
And obviously, Mark loves Gruden. So as soon as he saw the
But
opportunity to get
we don't
Gruden,
keep a core of coaches.
we don't. And even when we had Gruden and he gave him that 10-year contract, we had the coaching staff, but they made horrible decisions drafting players, signing players. They signed the wrong players.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what we have to start changing now. And Tom, he's done that. His first 3 picks, Bowers, JPJ, and Glaze, good. We got Jacorian Bennett playing good. Yeah. So you're starting to get that core, but it's going to take longer than this season for us to show more because now you got to start drafting more players. You got to start bringing in better free agents. Look at Wilkins. Wilkins was balling out before he got hurt. You could see how he's missing. Yeah.
Well, before we move forward, this Maxx Crosby rumor of him going to the Lions.
Oh, I hate that rumor so much.
It's just so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
We obviously don't know the truth, but I'm almost like 90% sure Crosby's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's a Raider, man. And I'm sure that he's not going to want that shit because he speaks like Kobe Bryant. He speaks like all this shit that he wants to do. And he said it on, not that he doesn't like LeBron, but he doesn't like how he moved from team
to team.
So I don't think he wants that on his career. And he's either gonna win or die with this team with the Raiders.
Yeah.
And that's why it's gonna be fucking awesome if he fucking stays his whole career and ends up winning with the Raiders one day. So that's the fucking rumors of all you guys. Like I get DMs of people sending me videos or like of like Crosby. They think I don't know, man. For me, I don't think he's going anywhere. What do you think?
Yeah, I saw the video too about him saying that he doesn't come here to tank or he's here to win. But I think he just means that because he's a professional and he gives his effort. No matter where he's at is what he meant. From high school, college, even before high school. Yeah. He's always given full effort, and that's what he's going to continue to do. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I don't see him moving. I'm like you. I think he's going to want to stay here as long as he can, as long as the Raiders are going to want him here. And hopefully the Raiders do keep him. I understand that if you do trade him, you can get a lot for him. But I think that goes back to you also lose the heart of the team. Because right now he is the heart of the team when it comes to the players. Yeah. Like people like Tay, this, that. They like Jacobs. That was cool. But Maxx has become the heart of the team. I mean, me and you always rock his stuff, We're big fans of him because I think he's the one that represents what it is right now to be a Raider. Even though we're losing, he still goes out there and he gives his full effort day in and day out. So I hope he stays. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Yeah.
And having said that, Raider Nation, you do see Cheeto and I, we're rocking some Maxx Crosby shirts. I like to call it, hoodies. These are hoodies. You guys seen the shirts, but I've been saying this is the Cállate la Verga fucking Crosby because he's saying you shut the fuck up. We're rocking them today, and if you guys are interested, just hit up Cheeto Linus on Instagram, and he'll get you right. And we're rocking them for that same reason. Just, hey, this is one player we can't talk shit about. Even the opposite team, they respect Maxx Crosby to the fullest. He knows he's the man. So yeah, man. So it's been a roller coaster of a fucking year against with the Raiders, and it's been like this for a while. We're out here bringing real talk to the nation, and what is the best thing you could think moving forward could happen with the Raiders? I mean, you watch college football, you've seen things that are out there. A lot of people want the Raiders to just start tanking because they don't give a fuck. Like, fuck it, let's get the number 1 pick or 2, whatever that shit is. In order to get that, you have to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Yeah. And do you see that from Antonio Pierce?
I don't see them tanking, and I'll say this about tanking. I don't like it, and I don't think anyone should for this reason. If you have the type of players playing here that want to lose on purpose, then you don't want those guys here. Nobody's going to want to come here, as it is anyway. They're already saying because we're bad. So you don't want to have that loser-type mentality with that. But with that being said, I don't think we're going to even have to try to tank with the talent that we have and the injuries. A lot of these losses are just going to come. They're going to come, and we're going to have to deal with them. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, they're not trying. Like, go tell Maxx Crosby he's not trying. Jacorian Bennett. Go tell Spillane. Spillane's out there doing his thing. So go tell him. Go tell JPJ. Go tell those guys to go out there and lose on purpose. See what they tell you. So, but when it comes to overall talent as a team, I see us we're probably going to be picking top 10. And then from there, figure out where we're going to go with as far as the quarterback. And you mentioned the college. I like Shador Sanders. I like Deion's son. He's one of the ones. There's also Cam Ward, the quarterback out of Miami. He's another popular one out there. So there's options out there for the Raiders if that's where they're going to go, as far as for the quarterback for the future, which I think it's time for us to finally do that. I know a lot of people are scared. What happened when we picked Jamarcus? All this, and that. Like, everybody was happy when we got Carr. That was a later round pick, but we still drafted him. Our issue is that we've never moved forward with that, and we can't keep trying to get these old guys to come in and think they're going to be the ones that answer. Yeah. So to me, it's like we just got to go out there, play. If we're going to lose based on what we have now and the injuries, we probably are going to lose to Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know, just moving forward. But I just want to start seeing improvements in some things
Right.
and things like that.
Right. Well, I just think a game at a time for me.
Yeah, one game at a time,
One
bro.
game at a time for me, and let's see what happens with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And we're losing. If we lose to the Chiefs bad, this team gave up completely. I mean, if there's no fight,
Right.
if it's like a 30-3 halftime already with Chiefs, it's over with big time. You could just tell.
You could tell.
You're gonna be able to know if a team is tanking or not tanking, and it's a sad reality, bro.
It is. It
It's
is.
a sad
Yeah.
reality. But moving forward, if they win and somehow find a way to win these 2 games before they go on the bye and finish strong, then you never know. Not playoff, but maybe get into that fucking wild card conversation,
Something like that,
and
yeah.
something like that. Because not all the teams are that good. There's only a few teams that are playing really
Right.
good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can see that part. But other than that, man, I just want to just move. I'm done with this Rams game, man. It's just
Yeah, it was bad.
It bothered
Yeah.
me so much, man, especially being here in LA. But
1 year will break that SoFi curse,
yeah,
bro.
man. I don't know. It's just we can't win over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I got for me for today, brother. It's been a crazy ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I do want to take the time, let them know about this Hotheads beanie band.
Oh yeah. So we got this new beanie, brought to you by Hotheads, the same ones that made the hats we had last time.
Right.
So this is now available. So if you to go on their website, look it up. We do have a code now, right?
Yeah.
So let me go on there. Any Raider headgear, they do have another hat coming out as well. It's a dad hat, they call them. So if you know what those are, they also have that's going to be available on their website. So if you go on their website, use discount code MC Raider, you get a 10% discount off of your any purchase.
There you go.
And this applies to any Raider merchandise headwear they have on their site.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's very unique. That logo that they have is awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so the beanies are badass. And check them out. Especially it's going to start getting cold. So check them out. Hotheads on Instagram. And yeah, we'll go from there. So
Yeah, it's going to start getting cold. I mean, I know I'm probably not going to go in a couple weeks, but I am going to go back to Vegas for a game.
right.
And I'll go in December, and it's going to be
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
So I could definitely use the beanie and stuff like that because it does get colder in December. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's it, Raider Nation. Thank you for tuning in to another show. Hopefully, we bring you a better and exciting show next Monday. It's been. I'm just devastated with this shit.
Oh,
I
man. If
can't
we
move
come out
forward.
with that
Yeah.
win on Sunday,
Yeah.
we're going to come in. I might come in here just like crip walking as we walk into the studio, bro.
Yeah, but I appreciate the time, the love for everyone. Thank you for supporting our channel. Cheeto Linus, the MC Raider channel here on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, share it, and we bring you the show every single Monday. So